Hello guys and welcome back. So now in this video we will be adding rotation to our camera, okay? So open up the camera manager script and at the top we will make a reference to the input manager script. So input manager, let's name this as input manager. Then in the awake method we're gonna say input manager equals to find object of type input manager. That's it. After this, we're gonna create some variables. So let's create a header by the name of camera movement and rotation. And in here, the first one will be a float by the name of camera look speed. And the look speed will be, let's just say 0.1. Okay, then the next one will be camera pivot speed. After this, we're gonna create a public float, okay, and this will be by the name of look angle. Then the next one will be by the name of pivot angle. Then if we scroll down right here, we're gonna create a rotate camera method, and in this, first of all, we will set the look angle to look angle plus input manager dot camera input x, multiply that by the camera look speed, okay, then the pivot angle will be equals to pivot angle plus, actually this time we're gonna use minus, so minus input manager dot camera input y, and multiply that by the camera pivot speed. Then we will create a vector 3 at the top right here by the name of rotation, and also we're going to create a quaternion by the name of target rotation. Okay, then right down below we're going to say rotation equals to vector 3 dot 0, then rotation dot y will be equals to look angle, and then we're going to say target rotation equals to quaternion dot Euler, and let's pass the rotation to it, and then we're gonna say transform dot rotation equals to the target rotation. Okay, then rotation will be equals to vector 3 dot 0, and the rotation dot x will be equals to the pivot angle. Okay, and then the target rotation will be equals to quaternion dot Euler rotation, and then camera pivot We didn't create this camera pivot, but we're gonna do it in a moment. So camera pivot dot local rotation equals to target rotation. Okay, now let's move to the top, and right here we are adding transforms. So for this camera pivot, we're gonna do it right here. Okay, now let me tell you what we are doing in the rotate camera method. So first of all, we declare a vector3 rotation and a quaternion variable by the name of target rotation. Okay, then right here we are calculating horizontal and vertical rotation. So we adjust the look angle based on horizontal camera input, which is this camera input X, and we multiply that by the camera look speed, and right here we adjust the pivot angle based on the vertical camera input. Okay, this camera input Y, and we multiply that by the camera pivot speed. Simple as that. And what this do, this basically control the horizontal and vertical rotation of the camera. Okay, then right here we have the horizontal rotation. So what we did right here is, first of all, we reset the rotation vector to 0 and set the rotation dot y to look angle, controlling the horizontal rotation. Okay, and then we created this target rotation. So that target rotation quaternion is using quaternion dot Euler with the calculated rotation vector. Okay, this vector 3, and then we applies the target rotation to the transform dot rotation of the camera, rotating it horizontally. Okay, and then right here we are managing the vertical rotation of the camera. So just as we did for horizontal, we did it for vertical. We first of all reset the rotation vector to 0 and set the rotation x to the pivot angle. Then the target rotation quaternion is using quaternion dot Euler with the updated rotation vector. Okay, and then after that we applies the vertical rotation, which is this target rotation, to the local rotation of the camera pivot transform. So this is really simple. Okay, if you want you can add comments as well. For example, right here we are declaring the variable, so we will type variable declaration, and then right here we are calculating horizontal and vertical rotation. Then right here we are managing the horizontal rotation, and then right down below we are managing the vertical rotation. Okay, simple as that. So once you do this, now right here what we're gonna do is we're gonna change this to handle all camera movement. Whoops, we already have that curly brackets, so just remove that. So this will be our method, and in here we will call the follow target and then the rotate camera as well. And then if we get back to our player manager script, okay, then right here in the update we actually need to provide the camera manager script now. So we're gonna say camera manager, let's name this as camera manager, and then camera manager will be equals to, let's copy this line from the camera manager script and paste it right here on the player manager. So find object of type camera manager. Okay, you can also drag and drop the camera manager script reference in there, make it public and drag and drop it. But if you don't want to do that, then you can type this line simply. Okay, and then in here we will say camera manager dot handle all camera movement. That's it. And just make sure that your handle all camera movement method is public. Now just simply save the script. Okay, we need to provide the camera pivot right there, so just simply drag and drop the camera pivot in there. That's it. Okay, let's now play the game. Okay, so now as you can see, we can rotate our camera up, down, okay, and to the left and right. But if you notice, we can rotate our camera all the way up and all the way down, like on 360, and we actually don't want that. Okay, we want some limitation to the camera angle. But now if you see, we can move the player in the direction of the camera, as you can see. Okay, and also the camera can rotate, follow the player, and the player can follow the camera as well, as you can see. Okay, so with this added, let's end this video right here.